Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where we've got this downed Wolverine here, and I don't want him to get up, but he's not going to anytime soon actually. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do is reserve the fire starter, or actually no, the fire starter wasn't reserved. You know what, I think we can go ahead and like move the Hunchy over here. Because I do want to move him a bit for evasive pips. And then fire on this guy. I think firing the AC-20 is fine. We have 6 rounds left. There's only, what, 4 enemy mechs? Actually, I'll avoid firing that. We may kill him with this. And we did. Okay, that's good. And then the question is, do we want to reserve the rest of our units? We'll see what happens here. Okay, this guy's jumping into cover. And firing on the hatchetman.
Warning. Armor low.
So how many evasive pips does he have in that cover? Only 3.
Waiting for orders.
So we've got this Jenner, and we've got this guy. We have a better chance of hitting this guy, but the Jenner is not in cover. I think we're going to split our fire support here, and the LRMs will go towards this Jenner, and the PPCs will go on the fire starter. Okay. That didn't do quite as much as I had hoped, but this guy's jumping as well, and firing on the hatchetman, but he's missing most of it.
Damage minimal.
Okay. So what do we got over here? We've got a mech that we don't actually see. And we've got a fire starter. And then we've got a Jenner up here, who's looking a little vulnerable to me. I think we take the hatchetman up over this direction. And we do as much damage to this Jenner as we can. Get 5 evasive pips, get out of the line of fire with the hatchetman. We can even precision strike this and go for the leg. And we can leg this Jenner. Oh yeah. There we go. So much for that Jenner. It's totally dead. Nothing it can do now. And then this guy's gonna jump in, and he's a bit concerning to me. But he's actually attacking the Shadowhawk, and still missing, actually. That did very little damage. All things considered. Okay, Patches, can you attack the Jenner? Actually, he can. The Jenner's the only one he can attack. We can go for this torso, or we can go for the center and go for the kill. And that's, I think, what I'm going to do.
Take this.
Maybe it hits, maybe it doesn't. Ooh, one of those missed. 1 hit, though. So 42 HP there. Firestarter is now going to jump in. Ooh, and he's going to have his flamers on us. Okay. That's a bit concerning.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Okay. That's actually not that dangerous, though. So we could jump all the way up over here and finish off this Jenner, while jumping out of LOS of that fire starter and having it so that the fire starter is the only one, or the only target for the rest of us to fire on. And this Jenner's just dead. There we go.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And now the fire starter already moved. Okay, that's a hatchetman there. Oof. That was unlucky.
Armor blow through. Internal damage.
That was quite unlucky, in fact.
Orders.
So I'm going to have our Shadowhawk focus on the fire starter. The fire starter is definitely the more attractive target here, and I'm actually going to precision strike this in this torso in hopes of taking that out so that we have 2 fewer targets for our other mechs to hit over on this flank.
Confirmed.
And that also may give him unsteady and remove his evasive hits. Nice. Rip that fire starter. No more evasive pips for him. Now this guy moves in over here. Oof. I mean, it is what it is.
I lost a weapon.
Yeah. We just replaced that as well. Oh well.
Ready for orders.
So I'm going to go ahead and close in here. And we're going to fire the AC-20 on the fire starter. And I think fire starter probably just dies here. Well, if we hit, it's going to either kill it or leg it. One or the other.
Confirmed. Firing.
And it just killed it. Nice.
Mech destroyed.
Okay, so our focus now is objectively the hatchetman.
What can I do for you?
And I want to actually precision strike this and boost our chance. We've got plenty of morale. Do we want to leg it, or do we want to hit here where the AC-10 is? I think we hit where the AC-10 is if we can.
All weapons are go.
Nice. That was a solid hit.
Another hit like that, and you're toast.
And we crit the AC-10 as well. He's now unsteady. Does he immediately move the hatchetman? He should. Ooh, he moved the Shadowhawk instead. I mean, he's going after the Hunchy pretty hard. Oh, he couldn't move the Shadowhawk, or the hatchetman. He couldn't move the hatchetman because our called shot moved it into phase 2. That's right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fire all of our LRMs on him, even spread, and hope that 2 LRMs hit in that torso. That's all we need is 2. There's 1, there's 2. Nice.
Critical hit, Commander.
Okay, so with that being done, we can now move our hatchetman down over this way. Alternately, we could attempt to get somewhere like here. That's in the geothermal, which is non-ideal. We could go here, which is not in the geothermal. We're not jumping, so we should be able to fire both large lasers. We're going to be hitting in the front arc, but anywhere we hit would basically be good. This side is kind of irrelevant, but it's fine.
Weapons committed.
Ooh, both were in that center torso. AC-10 ammo explosion? Yup.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Gotta love that AC-10 ammo explosion. It's how I kill every hatchetman we run across. Like, seriously.
Commander.
It's kind of insane. So we're gonna close in on this Shadowhawk now. And fire that AC-20. Breaching shot. Ooh, very nice. That's what I like to see.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm going to go ahead and do a precision strike. See if we can't finish off that torso. He doesn't really have that much in there, right? He's got some LRM ammo. It's the other side with the AC-5. But that's okay. So yeah, I think we go ahead and take out this torso.
Take this.
Or not. Oh, we did get it. Excellent.
When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Okay, so he was reserved to phase 2 there because of the called shot. So I'm going to see if we can just kill him this round. We're going to go ahead and move in with the hatchetman. Do as much damage as we can from range. Okay, not ideal.
Orders.
But we're going to move in stick here. Into the super close range. We're going to do another precision strike. And we're going to try to take out this torso right here. And take out his AC-5. If we do that, he's got nothing.
I copy.
Okay, we did not succeed. But I guess that's
Ready
fine.
for orders.
He was reserved to phase 1, so we have another round. And I think he's just dead from the Jaeger. But I'm going to go ahead and pepper him with as many LRMs as we can, even spread. It'll funnel a lot into the center torso. Oh yeah, he's just dead from the Jaeger.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Because the Jaeger will be attacking from this side here.
I hear ya.
So you can see here, it's basically guaranteed. He either hits the leg or he hits the center torso, and we have 2 chances. Odds are good.
Firing everything I've got.
Bam, he's dead. Nice. That's what I like to see right there. Okay, so we took some damage, but it wasn't too bad. We did lose a medium laser ++, which I'm kind of salty about, but it's fine. Okay. So yeah, the Hunchback is going to take a lot of time to repair, realistically. We can grab a crab part. And I think... well, we could grab a Kintaro part, too. Yeah, let's grab a Kintaro part and a crab part. And then we'll decide what actually we want to do with that. Because that's 2 new mechs. Like, I don't think we replace the Hunchback, but maybe we can use the Kintaro in the current Hatchetman role? It's possible, I suppose. As far as the crab goes, I doubt we'll be using it. I'm probably just going to bench it for right now. Because it would basically be a downgrade over our Jaeger. Okay. So let's go ahead and just bench the crab. So we'll send that to storage. And then the Kintaro could replace our Hatchetman. Now I'm going to go ahead and repair the Hatchetman, because we're going to need that done. And the Hunchback will need to be refit as well. We'll replace these arms, repair the torso, make sure everything is repaired. And all we lost was a medium laser ++. We do have another one. So there we go. That'll take 3 days. And then the question is, what can we do with this Kintaro to replace the Hatchetman, potentially? Well, the Hatchetman, it bears noting, has like 920 armor, I believe. The Kintaro should be able to fill exactly the same role with an extra 10 tons. Theoretically, anyway. So let's, first things first, let's try maxing out the armor. And yeah, Juggernaut in close support is the stock role, which is exactly the role we'd be using it in. And basically, it would mean that our Hunchback would be less of a punching bag, because we'd be able to use the Kintaro to get in close. Now, we could put in jump jets, now, and it also bears noting that we're not at an even tonnage when we're maxed out here, so I'm going to drop a little bit of rear armor. About like that. And then the question is, what do we want to do with this? Well, we've got 14 tons to work with in terms of armament and jump jets. Do we need jump jets on it? Is a question. This doesn't have any support weapon hardpoints. We could fill it to the brim with SRMs. And then put in like a couple of medium lasers. So like a medium laser, and then fill up the rest with SRMs. SRM 2s are 1 ton. SRM 4s are 2 tons. SRM 6s are 3 tons. So that would be 15 total tons. We can't fit all SRM 6s. But we could do something kind of like this. And then have 1 ton of ammo for each one. Now, our heat is a concern, for sure. How many shots is in SRM ammo? 100 rounds. So 100 rounds would be 18, so that would be 5 rounds. So that would be 10 rounds of ammo right there. And then we could have a heat sink. Like that. Alternately, we could drop this SRM-6 down to an SRM-4. Actually, I'd be more likely to drop this SRM-6 down to an SRM-4. It's a little bit more dangerous out there. Like that. And then we'd be able to have another ton of ammo, or potentially an extra heat sink. We'd have 200 rounds. Let me pull up a calculator here. So we'd have 2 6s, so that would be 12 plus 4 is 16 rounds. So we'd be using 16 rounds per turn. Divide that by 200. Well, divide 200 by 16. 12 and a half rounds of ammunition. I think we've got enough ammo right now. I think we can go ahead and stack on another heatsink. Like that. And then that would be a reasonably sizable upgrade. In terms of how much damage this would output, this is an objective upgrade in burst damage over the Hatchetman. Because we have 50 damage from the medium lasers, plus we have 6 times 10, so 60 damage for each SRM-6. Or no, this one just has extra damage. So we have 60 damage there, so that's 110 total. And then we have 8 times 6, so 48, 158 damage, plus an SRM-4, which is another 24 damage. We're looking at almost 200 damage in a single round out of this thing. That is some incredible burst damage. Now, our heat efficiency is awful, so we can't really maintain it. But we can alternate firing our SRMs and our medium lasers or something. And that should be viable. I think this is a good plan.
I'll let you know when that's done.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 days before that's all done. Let's go ahead and tick forward until the Hatchetman is done, which is 1 turn. And then, let's go ahead and swap the Hatchetman with the Kintaro. And let's send the Hatchetman to storage. There we go. And I just want to check to see if we've got an extra Hatchetman. So let's do sell. And let's just sell anything that we've got a spare of, which we do actually have a spare Hatchetman. There we go. That'll make us a bit of money. And anything else? Nope, nothing else. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and tick forward these 9 days. Hunchback is now repaired. And the Kintaro is good to go. Okay, so now we've got an upgrade. And the question is, which of these do we do? We've got a recovery, and we've got a battle. The battle pays better. So let's go ahead and run this. This is also against pirates, so that's fine. Okay. And we are going to be driving this Kintaro, which is actually... It does have 200 more armor, so it's substantially tankier. And its damage output is quite a lot better. Its heat efficiency isn't awful, I guess. Heat efficiency of everything else is substantially better. But, I mean, it's comparable to the Hunchy, and it moves faster and hits harder than the Hunchy. And has better armor. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. It's actually just better than the Hunchy. If we get a second Kintaro, we can just have another one of these. We'll see how it feels with the actual heat output, but yeah, this seems fine. We're in a polar biome, so it bears noting that this particular battle isn't necessarily going to be representative of its heat efficiency, but that seems fine. I mean, even the Hatchetman tended to build up heat. It was just you could use a turn meleeing. We could still do that, or we could just fire our medium lasers, or just fire our SRMs, or whatever. So yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and run this, but I'm going to go ahead and put a cut in here, and next episode, we will do this mission. See you all then.